Jamal still out with the ankle. Kennedy with the illness. Chuma with the knee. Farley with the rib. Arthur with the calf. Clendon is going to be, he might be out. He might try to go today, so he might be limited. We'll kind of see how that plays out. Brian Poole's still in concussion protocol. And then Le'Veon will not practice today because he's sick. And then Henry, Beecham, Ryan Griffin, Alex, Demarius, and Warlow will all be limited today.
Le'Veon's.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't ask too many questions as far as. Yeah, they haven't said that to me yet. So I feel like each guy, it's been something different. It hasn't been like the same thing. It hasn't been like the flu or anything.
Did you say, is it Steve McClendon? Or
McClendon. Yeah, Steve. I'm just not sure what he's doing. Like, because he's going to see how he feels, and then if he can practice, he's going to go.
Is Le'Veon's a one-day thing?
I don't know. I mean, I'll have more information as the day goes on. Kind of, those guys evaluated him this morning. They said he wasn't going to go, so I'll get more info during practice.
Are you practicing outside today?
No, we're going to be inside.
Is that by design? Because like the fields, those fields are still covered in snow.
Yeah.
Can't you guys like defrost them or something?
Well, if they clean them off, it's going to crush the grass, and we think we can still get a couple more weeks on the grass. So that's why we're not doing that.
Doesn't that like put you guys at a disadvantage? It's gonna be cold, obviously, on Sunday, so practicing inside. I know it's cold, man.
Yeah, you can go.
But the field is not. Like, it's ideal.
No, I know. I mean, we'd rather be outside, but I mean, it's one of those things where we could get 2 more weeks outside, or if we wipe off the field, that might be it. We might not be able to go out there again. So I mean, that's just.
Is that something that you care about, like exploring in the future? Because it seems like.
Yeah, that's something that we've talked about. We're going to really kind of dig into in the off season. It kind of started last off season, so of kind of how we can be outside as much as possible.
Did you say Griffin is?
He's going to be limited.
Is he still sick, or wasn't he sick?
Yeah, he was. I think he feels a lot better. We just want to be smart because, he lost a little weight. So I don't want him to get any kind of soft tissue injury.
Are you seeing anything? I mean, it was the Seahawks and the Patriots that string of illnesses and everything.
Yeah, they haven't said that to me as far as every case has been something different. Not the same. It hasn't just been like, hey, we have 3 guys with the flu. So that's why we're going to have another conversation later today to try to see if it's more something to do with that.
It appears unlikely that Jamal would play just based on the indications. What is your sense?
Yeah, I mean, the conversation we had the last 2 days is just keep working through the rehab they have him doing, and he's going to let me know kind of where he's at. I mean, obviously, for him, it's going to be would he be able to do what he needs to do and play the way he needs to be able to play. Obviously, last week I think he gutted it out and was not feeling great.
Does that change anything for Marcus?
Yeah, I mean, it changes everything for that entire secondary right now with where we're at. So, I mean, we got a lot of moving pieces going on. We got to work through a lot of contingency plans. Something would happen to one guy, it could start a chain reaction.
What have you seen specifically from him this year? I mean, he made a big deal about wanting to play all 16 after last year. What have you seen?
I think he has really done a good job of diving into this defense and knowing all the ins and outs. I think those 2 guys do play off each other very well. I think they're, at the end of the day, could be interchangeable if that was our choice. I think it's hard to take Jamal out of where he's really been having so much success. But I also think Marcus does a great job with what we ask him to do. And I think he is one of the sharpest guys I've been around as far as knowing like what the linebackers do, what the D-line does. Like he knows all the little details of the whole defense.
Adam, there's a report in the Miami Herald that you lost some confidence in Devontae Parker because you didn't believe he fully grasped your offense. He's obviously thriving this year. So, A, is that accurate? And B, why don't you think you got production out of him?
Yeah, with Devontae, it was more of the injuries than anything. 2017 really thought that was going to be the year where, like, it looked like it was going to be a really good year for him. He had a really good training camp, even with the quarterback change that we had when Ryan went down and then Cutler came in. Like, they were hooking up pretty good, and then I can't remember what game it was. It was like the third or fourth week he got hurt, and then we'd lost him for a while, and then he was trying to come back, and he just wasn't right. 18, it was just same thing. We started out, he got hurt so early, and then just kind of it didn't work out. Like, this is probably the first year where he's been healthy for a long period of time.
So was his ability to grasp your offense an issue for you?
No, not that I recall. He played the X. That's like the easiest position to play.
Robbie's been more of a factor the last 2 games. What's changed for him?
I mean, it's worked out. I mean, I feel like he's been doing the same thing. He just keeps trying to get open. And he has been a lot of times, like I've said before, it's not really him. It's just whether protection broke down or the ball didn't go there due to coverage. It hasn't really been on like anything he's done. That's why we've just been we just keep reminding him, just keep doing what you're doing. Like, the ball will come your way. It hasn't worked out that way for him in the last couple games. It has.
He's made some tough grabs last week, some physical grabs. It was kind of a little bit of a knock on him prior. I mean, it was encouraging to kind of see him go up for those balls and come down with them.
He's been doing that the last month in practice. He's been attacking the ball. If it's a shorter throw or if there's somebody in there, he's been aggressive to the ball. And I think it's translated over to the games. I think that's, the Oakland game was really good to see on that. We ran that flea flicker. I mean, he attacked the ball. I think this last game, that safety, I'm sure that wasn't a fun experience for him going over the middle and then getting hit like that. But, that was a big play for us. And I thought he did a good job of hanging on the ball when he's getting contacted.
How much more dangerous does that kind of make him when he's available for some of those extra?
Well, it's something that we've been talking with him, and he really wanted was just the variety of routes and being able to do those type of things where even though there's a little traffic in there, he's been willing to do all that.
But he should have came down with the one in the end zone.
That was a weird one because it's like one of those deals where I wish we were going the other way when I called that because of the wind that was going on. And I think he thought he was good, and then the ball just nosedived on him. And I mean, 9 times out of 10, I think that he a lot of times comes up with that ball. It just kind of came off weird. It was just a kind of a different deal on that play.
And what's your view on what's a drop and what's not? Because some coaches say you get 2 hands on it. It doesn't matter where your body is.
Yeah, I kind of look at it. It all depends. Like, because just being there and kind of feeling that win, I think that was just a hard one to say. Like, that was just a flat out drop, like under Robbie's. If you get 2 hands on it, you would think a lot of times in the NFL you look at that like that's a drop. I think that was kind of a weird one because he had to stop and kind of lay out, and the guy did a good job of just getting his vision. So, that was a hard one for me to say. That was just a flat-out drop. I think it was a tough play.
How about if you're jumping? Obviously to us, to me at least, it looked like Barrios was a clean drop, and he was leaping. So, what do you look at?
Yeah, that was one of those ones when we talked to him about that is you don't really need to jump there. That's when a lot of times drops occur is when you leave your feet like that, where I've seen him so many times just stick his hands up there and pluck that ball. And once again, I think the ball was kind of moving on him. It just looked different for him than kind of us standing on the sideline.